So it is almost midnight on Thursday, March 28th, preparing to embark on probably one of the busiest legs of the AFTCO Bass Boot Camp journey. I am actually finishing up editing the AFTCO Bass Boot Camp Classic episode. At like 5 a.m. tomorrow, I'm gonna leave, drive to Kentucky Lake, actually Benton, Kentucky, to the FLW headquarters because I am co-hosting the FLW live event from Grand Lake. After that, then I fish the coast on Kentucky Lake and then make it back to Oklahoma. So a very busy week coming up, but trying to get this one done. Well, here we are, day 2 of FLW Live. So I'm in Benton, Kentucky, about a half hour from Kentucky Lake. And Grand Lake, the final day is going on. Brian Thrift is leading it.
I think I'd look better in an AFTCO button-up shirt. Are you? I don't know. Could we make something like that happen?
Like an earpiece that peyote, who's in that room, talks through, and then like another regular. Look at all these notes that Travis has for day 4.
That's just show notes.
Does Brian Thrift need any notes?
Welcome to Championship Sunday. You're looking out over Grand Lake out of beautiful Grove, Oklahoma. Thrift is there in the bottom of the screen. Anglers are already out fishing. 10 anglers are left to compete for this final day and up to $125,000. It's going to be a fun one. It's been a grind over the last 3 days. But today, you can see we've got different weather. Blastoff was actually delayed first thing yesterday because of how bad the weather was. Totally different day today. Good morning, everyone. I'm Travis Moran here at the Polaris FLW Studios in Benton, Kentucky. And here with me for another day, Matt Pangrac, a Costa Series angler and co-host of Bass Talk Live, very popular podcast. Matt, thanks for joining us again.
Excited to be here, Travis. It looks like we got a shootout between one of the best to ever pick up a rod and reel and an Ozark expert. It'll be interesting to see who can get the job done on a very chilly Grand Lake of the Cherokee.
Absolutely chilly.
We're on a little 5-minute break in between segments. They even have donuts for us. Fancy. All right, we're just doing some voiceovers that you'll actually get to hear when will this show be out?
It's going to air in the fall of 2019. We don't know.
In the fall of 2019.
We'll see if Matt makes the cut. Dude, I don't know. You might get cut out post.
We're about to do some voiceover stuff here, so you'll hear this, but this is the only place you'll get to see it.
We're just talking about early morning.
Okay, early morning on how it was apparent early on day 4 that Micah Mattia was committed to one area, specifically one cove in Horse Creek, and he was going to mine it for everything it was worth. Something like that?
Possibly. I've got room for 60 seconds. So you guys, so that would be like 10 seconds and 10 seconds. So you guys can give me a little, so again, in a recap show, normally what I would do is I just have you like set up a guy and then you lay it out.
You want me to talk about the spinnerbait that he was throwing there?
Exactly.
Okay.
So why do we care about him? What is he throwing?
Well, it is about 9 p.m. on Sunday. Got done with the FLW Live co-hosting duties, and now I'm getting ready for day 1 of practice for the coast on Kentucky Lake tomorrow. From what I've been able to find, fishing has not been easy on Kentucky Lake for the past week, so I'm gonna put in a Paris landing tomorrow and see what I can find. Put in probably 12 solid hours, and right now I'm tired. I'm going to bed. All right, we've made it to Paris Landing. Tournament's actually taken out of closer by the dam over on the Kentucky side. Based on the past couple years, a lot better population of fish here, so I'm gonna keep it kind of close to this Paris area if I can't find something that reminds me of Oklahoma. Fishing's supposed to be really tough. Drawing the lake back down to winter pool, then they'll bring it up again to summer pool this week, so we'll see how it goes. Well, this is the major issue going on Kentucky Lake right now. There's nothing pleasant about these Asian carp. They're everywhere. I'm just up here on a flat throwing a trap and snagged this one. This is actually the first Asian carp I've ever caught. And I wish I couldn't just say that, but major issue all across the Tennessee River right now. It's just a little bit after 1 o'clock on Monday, first day of practice. Kind of rolled in and caught one keeper. Really wanted to spend a lot of time in Cypress Bay today. Got a lot of stuff that kind of looks like grain, some of the Ozark stuff that I'm used to, but rolled up, caught one keeper on the chatterbait right away, but then only caught one short after that, and an Asian carp. Water temp's 56 degrees, 55 degrees, so they should be biting somewhere. Just absolutely choking it. I think I'm good in here. Well, it's Monday. I'm clearly on to something right here. I mean, that's a 17. I mean, it's all within a half-mile kind of area. So, I mean, I just kind of proved that the high percentage places have fish on it. That tungsten 2-tap is, I mean, they're choking it. Like, there's just teeth marks everywhere on it. and that last one was on a chatterbait. So I'm gonna go in some of these other cuts now and see if I can't duplicate it. It's crazy. I left every one of them for you. I ain't had a bite in here yet. Alright, it is 4 in the morning, day 1 on Kentucky Lake. We are ready to go. Got everything good to go on the boat. Stop, grab some gas, and then meet my co-angler at the boat ramp today. So, should be a lot of fun. Hopefully those fish are still there and making that run. I'm totally committed to it, so. We are about 139, so we got a little bit of time before before we take off, but making about a 45-mile run. So got good conditions in the morning. Let's just hope they're still there. They're not here. Let's go back. I'm just kidding. There's one net. Dig it. Oh, not even gonna eat. God dang it. Not even gonna eat. Sorry about that. Not even a keeper. Good sign though.
Yeah. Made it. Good time.
Needed that.
Yeah. Where'd you get him at?
Just out in the middle. Just reeling it in. He's a 2.5.
Yeah.
Woo! First one and the last one, always the hardest. I mean, not a thing, like 2 days ago, every fish you caught was where you thought it would be. Like you'd make a cast across a point, bite. You'd cast it down an angle, bite. Today, random ass stretch of bank you caught your keeper on, and my freaking fish was out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's 11:15. We each have one. The water really cleared up in this area where I caught him on Monday. Pretty disappointed, trying to decide whether to stay in here or make a short run. Well, 45-minute boat ride later. One fish. Long run. Very long run. For no fish. Oh well. Gave her hell. We'll see what we can come up with tomorrow, I guess. Weigh this 1 2-pounder in and get some Zaxby's. Well, I'm back in the hotel room just going over some of the footage from today's 2-pound 13-ounce effort, which put me in 84th out of 147 anglers. So it's hard to believe there were 60 guys that had a worse day than me, but it happened. I wish I had some profound realization about what I need to do tomorrow. Like 3 bites puts me in the top 50. 2 bites might put you in the top 50. And I have no idea if I'm gonna run back down to where I started today. That water just got super clean, so figure something out. Day 2 of the Costa on Kentucky Lake. It is 3:30 in the morning. Getting everything packed up. Still trying to figure out exactly what the best game plan is. I don't think well, obviously I missed the boat because one of the guys had 25 pounds, and but there were a lot of guys with like 2 fish for 10, 11 pounds. So I'm gonna fish, and I'm gonna start where I started because we caught 2 keepers out of there. I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea what I'm gonna do today. We're about 10 minutes from takeoff on day 2. I'm gonna run back to that area I caught them in Monday, and we caught our 2 keepers on yesterday, and then just kind of systematically worked the way down, or worked the way up back towards moors here, hit some channel swings, bluff, rocky stuff. See what happens. I think 2-3 bites would really do me a lot of good today. So 8 minutes before we take off. Boat number 9 today, so we got an early check-in about 2:30. I got Dave with me. Howdy. He fished for crab out of Dutch Harbor for 3 years, so he's not afraid of long runs.
Not at all, not at all.
He's probably been in a little bit rougher water than Kentucky Lake, but it's calm this morning, kind of foggy, so make it a good day.
Boat number 9. Thank you, John.
I was hoping I got like an extra pound or something for winning the boat race, but that obviously does not have any factor in your ability to catch fish. Hopefully we won't wear that net out. maybe they're here today. You know? This is the color it was when I was catching them. It was like 3 foot of visibility in here yesterday. This is the color it was when I was catching them.
That's good.
I don't know, maybe they sucked it out and then stopped, or started sucking a little bit more. I don't know. I mean, does this not look like, does this not look like a freaking pre-spawn gold?
Yeah, very.
Like, I mean, there's got to be a fish on this stretch.
Yeah.
I caught a 4 in practice. I caught a short here yesterday. There's got to be. There's a good one. Nah.
Good job, man. That is a good start today.
Number 1. That's a good way to start the day. God, what a call. Give me some knuckles. God, that makes me feel better. It feels like we're gonna get bit. I didn't feel like we were gonna get bit yesterday when I got here. You agree though?
What's that?
It feels like we might get bit.
Yeah.
Like yesterday it was, I got here and it was kind of like,
There's fish.
Good one. Oh yeah. Where was he?
Same spot. Right up into that dock.
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, no, he'll keep. You got one.
I like your positive thinking. So I like your positive thinking. Where's your bump stick?
Right on the bottom.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's a freaking 15-incher all day.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one. I think they'll keep.
Oh yeah, bigger than mine.
Hey, that's Grand Lake 101. That fish looked like it was on the bed in the rails. Very well might have been. I got 5 pounds.
You do?
That was kind of a cluster. You're trying to get the net with a fish in your hand. So the first tournament I ever fished, I was 13 years old with the Assumption Bass Club. I drew a guy named Chris Brunner. We're on Lake Decatur. He flips in there, misses one, steals his bait. So what do? I immediately flip in behind him, catch the keeper and go, dude, that's the fish you just lost. 30 minutes later, I do the exact same thing. I end up with 2, and he was so freaking nice about it. Like, he would have ruined me for tournament fishing if he'd have been like, you can't do that. I'd have been scared, but to this day, I still give him credit for just going, yeah, yes, young man, that was a nice fish. And I had my chance, and there's a big one. Yeah, baby!
Yeah, good one. Ooh, that got you up there.
Thanks, I got him. Yes! I needed that fish.
You did.
That's a 4+. And did you see I drifted in? I didn't want to hit my trolling motor. Oh, I needed that in the worst way.
That's gonna help.
Oh, I needed that in the worst way. I mean, caved its head in. No concept of what time it is. 9:30 in the morning. 2 more bites. That bank is special. I mean, look at it compared to the rest of everything else.
Yeah.
There's one.
Huh? All right. There he is. Pretty little. Net? No. Oh, he's long. He's got this weird protruding jaw thing. Oh yeah. Jeez, heck yeah. That's a measure.
Holy cow, that's a keeper.
It is.
Number 4. All right, well, it's about 11:15. I got 4 on the boat. I'm putting it all on the lucky feather that we found first thing this morning. One more fish for a decent bag. Probably got around 11 pounds now, so gonna go fish some stuff similar to where we caught the 2 big ones. I'm sure it's been hit a bunch today, but go give it a shot. Yep.
Thank you so much for coming out and fishing.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Must know I'm not making the cut. Got 4, never got number 5, never even had, I don't think really even a shot at number 5. Definitely didn't hurt myself with the points.
Baby first. A little bigger. There we go.
Thank you. That might be over 3.
Yeah.
4 for 11. I don't think it was easy again today, so I'll take it. Wish I could have gotten number 5, but it is what it is. Just got back from Kentucky Lake, and as it turns out, that 11-11 effort on day 2 was enough to jump from 84th place after the first day up to finish in 29th place. I'll take it after a really tough tournament where a lot of guys struggled, including myself, to catch keepers, and I had 5 keeper bites over 2 days and had to run over 200 miles round trip to get those. But Kentucky Lake was one of those on the schedule that was a little bit of a question mark for me, so to be able to find something, make that run and grind it out, really pleased with how things turned out. 4 of those 5 came on the 3/4 ounce at double willow leaf, war eagle. One of my favorite things to do. Typically do it more in the fall around the Ozark Lakes, but they wanted it low and slow. And as it turns out, I was just looking at some of the stuff on FLW, and a couple of those guys in the top 10 were doing the same thing, really creeping a spinnerbait along the bottom with the woods. So headed to Lake Gunnersville in a couple of days for the Bass Nation Central Regional, and then off to Table Rock Lake for the second Central to see if we can keep the momentum rolling.